to the Disney Plus
Way to be dramatic.
version of. I was going to say something that left me as soon as I was about to say it. So, welcome to the show. So, Jake is different this week. It's Evan.
He evolved.
And Dakota's here. Is this your second week in a row?
Yeah. Not going to be here next week.
Clever girl. So,
I did my best.
what do you guys want to listen? I feel like the Mandalorian is like
DreamWorks.
hot.
Which is Paramount.
What's this?
Transformers.
We're wondering who owned Transformers. He
So
originally thought it was
as soon as
Lionsgate, but
Disney buys out Paramount,
Give it time.
I
might as
wonder.
well just
They're,
get a
they're
mouse
a
tattoo,
huge
man.
movie
A
studio,
mouse
though.
tattoo.
I'm curious.
yeah, we were looking that up. Disney's actually Disney's big, but it's not as big as we thought it was.
Yeah.
No, not. I mean,
Wait, really?
they dominate the entertainment sector
Yeah,
of things. But
well, it's a lot of it's a lot of merchandise too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of toys. And it's probably mostly. Toys,
we were going to
but-
talk. We talked about it off the show a couple weeks ago, but the copyright laws, how the mouse has had quite an impact on
Yeah.
copyright laws.
Yeah.
Do you have any specifics on that? Because I can just say that they've been a
Well,
little underhanded.
Steamboat Willie, I think, was the IP for that. The intellectual property was
From the 20s.
running
right?
up on the 50-year mark, and Disney was like, nobody's making money off of us but us.
Right.
So Mickey Mouse would have been. Tony, what's the term for it when an IP goes public?
Oh, public domain.
Public domain. Yeah, Mickey Mouse was going to be public domain, which means anybody can write anything they want about it. There is no canon anymore, right? So they lobbied legislation to get it moved to 75 years.
Yeah, that's a problem, right?
That's a big problem, yeah. Superman's actually approaching that 75-year mark, too. Disney's trying to rebrand, or DC's trying to rebrand him.
So
Really?
what? Like,
Nothing's
how
worked
would
so
that?
far.
How would like rebrand him? In what? What do you mean?
So it'd be like anybody can write or use Superman, but DC would have to have like a certain avenue that'd be like Star Wars canon, right? So you have like the EU and Star Wars. It'd be something like that where like DC would own Superman X, you
Right.
know, and all of his stories.
Superman classic.
Yeah,
Like
it's,
Coke
Or
classic.
classic,
Like
yeah,
Coke
that, yeah.
classic.
that's a problem to me. I don't know. I just
Coke classics, Robin, do you?
Coke classic.
Yeah.
Coke's
Yeah,
wonderful.
I like real classic
Well,
Coke with like
with Coke?
cane in it with the cane
With Kane?
made with that old-fashioned cane. You know they used to put that in sugar, right? Or sugar.
sugar
Gum.
cane.
Oh, man, Brad.
Gum.
man.
They just put that cane right in the
Oh,
sugar.
man.
They put the cane in the gum. That's what it was. We're making so many stupid jokes.
Put the
Trip
lime
me
in the
out.
coconut.
That's
Thank
funny.
God
I
for
should've
the
just ran.
FDA.
I just ran with it.
That's fair.
I should have just ran with it.
Oh yeah, thank God for the FDA. I don't know.
Federal Drug
I don't
Administration.
know if I feel
How
that
do
way.
you feel about them?
Food and Drug
Actually,
Administration.
most sugar is from beets, not sugar cane.
Yeah.
Just another fun fact.
Yeah, it's
I have
because
a
it's
feeling,
cheaper,
I have a
right?
feeling with all these guys here that it's going to be a 40K night, so I'm going to be a lot of this.
We do have a lot of 40K to talk about.
yeah,
we have
we-
Chapter
we do.
Proof that just came out this last weekend.
We got
We've
Blood Angels coming out this weekend.
Yeah. Well, they were the same weekend, right?
No, Blood Angels are this weekend.
No,
Blood
Blood
Angels
Angels
was
was
last weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And
this
then
is
we
Slaves to
have
Darkness.
yeah,
and
the
then we-
Slaves of Darkness. That's
and then
right.
we have Ritual of the Damned coming up.
Oh, and
You were watching.
backtracking really quick.
My
You
jokes
asked
are
how
catching
I feel
on.
about the FDA. I
Yeah.
don't have a problem with them. I have a problem with the DEA.
Oh,
They're the ones that make my job difficult.
fair.
I don't like any of the Alphabet Boys.
Alphabet Boys.
Evan sends me some fire memes about the Alphabet Boys. What's that
good.
Vietnam song? What is it?
That's
Fortunate
helpful.
Son. Fortunate Son.
Yeah, it's for like CCR.
So you got it blaring in your house. So good. No, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Alphabet Boys of any kind. I don't like bureaucracy.
Can we call
though.
them something else? How
No.
about the acronym boys?
No, I think Alphabet
No.
Boys is way better.
It's a thing
and it's
already.
BOI.
We'll just refer to
So they're gay.
we'll just refer to you as Ron Swanson.
That's fair. That's fair. Like libertarian's like a dirty word.
Should be. They're crazy.
Why?
people.
What is crazy?
Did you see Gary Johnson got booed off stage at the Libertarian debate
No, I did not. but-
for being pro driver's license?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
What?
Yeah.
He
what I
doesn't
mean?
really represent
They're
libertarianism very
crazy
well.
people.
And I'm not even one.
No, hey, to be fair, I'm not pro driver's license, but I'm not going to boo somebody that is. You know, like
Get off the stage.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. That's too extreme.
Talk about your controversial subjects. Your pro driver's license. Get out of here.
That's the hill they're gonna die on, right?
Yeah, right.
I get it, man.
And what a hill.
yeah, right. Like
What a hell.
I get it, man. There's some. Not most of you guys probably don't watch anarchist YouTube stuff, but there's this one guy. He's like, he did a video about like how far are you gonna push it, right? Like, sure, you can be like, I'm not gonna do anything by the law. He's like, you're gonna spend a lot of time in jail. You know, like you pick your battles, right? See this driver's license? I'm done. Is it worth it? You know, I don't know. It's just funny. You guys need to watch more anarchist YouTube.
I
videos.
don't think we do.
I
really don't
I-
think
you
Jeff
need to
is
watch
watching
less.
I'm not really a fan.
Hey, listen, man, I'm already on the list. They know
Yeah.
me.
It's because you're making bombs in your basement.
You just said that on the internet.
I know. That's why they're watching this. They've seen his internet history. They're already
All
watching.
8 of our
Are
viewers
you
are gonna be really
sure?
upset.
Are you sure they've seen its internet history? Because I'm not sure there's enough like manpower to keep up with all the tabs.
They've got an entire department just devoted to Tim.
They have literally 5 interns, literally dozens of
I was gonna
interns.
say, everybody else has one FBI agent. I've got multiple interns.
For those of you who don't
you
know,
open a new tab.
Tim,
God.
whenever he's on the internet, he doesn't close out of tabs.
Ever.
He'll just open up a new tab. So whenever you go in the back of the store and you get on the computer, there's literally like 15 to 20 tabs open.
sicken me.
Of a,
You're a
oh,
madman.
like
No, it's
4 or
really
5 of
terrible.
them are
You
YouTube
should see
pages.
his desktop.
It's
He's
great.
also got like the picture there and like files all around the
To
picture.
be fair, that's a communal computer. That's not all me.
That's true.
Make a folder
It's
for other people.
99%.
I was about to
Ah,
say,
Jake-
I
Jake is-
usually get rid of my tabs. At the very least, I open one.
Listen,
I
here's the
open a
thing.
new browser because I'll lose it.
Where'd that tab go?
Here's the thing: when you see it, when you go down the YouTube hole, and you're like, you know what? That sounds interesting. I'm gonna watch that later. Like, how do you? There's no.
There's
There's a watch later
There's
button.
literally a watch it
I
later.
don't trust it. I don't trust
This
it.
is why you're a lunatic.
There's an entire
This is why,
section.
this is why you're dad.
There's an entire section of Alphabet Boys, the TTA, Tim's Tab Administration, where they just comb through all your anarchist videos and
To be fair, I don't watch a lot of anarchist videos.
How many hours a
Wink.
day?
Would I say?
Do you?
How many hours a
Can
day?
we get back to this?
No
like, do
hours
you
a day.
really do that? You're like, I'll watch that later.
Yeah,
he does.
That's where the tabs
and
come
then
from.
never.
It says there's a button.
I don't
It
trust
says
it.
what? What's
don't
not to trust?
What if it gets lost?
What if there's
Where?
an
In the
administration
tubes.
for it?
List.
It's gonna go in the tubes.
Listen, you've never done something.
Well, the internet is a
using
series of tubes.
technology and it's gone.
No.
Well, then you're more lucky than me.
No, I
Look,
think the
if
problem
it's
is you
just
don't know how to
gone,
get
then
to it.
YouTube is not doing
it
its
goes
job
somewhere
right.
always.
I
You
was
just
bu-
don't know where it landed.
I think my biggest thing is
That's
like
fair.
not hitting the watch it later button and losing it. That's been my biggest mistake.
Yeah, it's not like you could just enter it in the search bar.
Well, I didn't know what the video
Where
was
does it
called,
go?
So.
What are you
What?
talking
Where
about?
does the watch later
The
stuff?
files
my
are
God.
It goes
they're
to a
in the
list.
computer.
You have watched substantially more YouTube than almost any other person that I know.
I don't know.
And
I've
how
watched a
do
lot of
you
YouTube.
not?
I know how the watch later button works.
All you do,
He's
okay,
a higher
look,
level.
There's
than me.
3 lines. There's 3 lines up in the corner.
I know
for
how to tell it to
settings.
watch later.
You just-
Where do you get to it?
I'm telling you. You know what? No.
Do we need to waste
I'm
their
su-
time
I'm
with
sure.
this?
You don't,
I'll
hold
you
on,
don't
no.
deserve the watch later button.
You know what? I'm not.
I'll
I'm not.
just open a tab.
I am not going to explain this to you because I'm confident that at some point in your tab history,
Look, man.
there's
look,
a
when you
tutorial
open
that
it
you've
up-
come across.
When you open up
Just
YouTube,
find it.
it literally just says watch later.
That's okay. And they're always there.
Yep.
Unless they've been
How do
deleted.
they get sorted though?
Oh my God!
What do you
by
mean?
probably
By when you
probably
add
by
them.
the order
Yeah,
of when
chronologically?
you wanted them to watch
Yeah.
them.
What
you,
if it's 3
you can
o'clock
sort
in the
them
morning?
further.
What's that?
You can sort them further.
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
whatever you want.
Oh my God!
This opened up a whole new. Just as YouTube's dying, I learned it's most powerful.
Hold on.
Dying?
I just want to
Yeah,
make.
YouTube's
I just want
probably
to
on
make
its
something
way.
On the
known.
10th it dies.
Even
that?
though
On the 10th it dies.
even though he's going to start using the watch it later tab. Or
Oh, I
button,
never committed
Oh,
to
today's
that.
the 10th.
Well, that's fine. There's still, even if he did, there's still
How
going to
many?
be millions.
How many?
Sarah?
How many?
There's going to be articles, pictures,
Brad,
memes.
How many
Facebook
tabs will be open that are just his watch later list?
Oh my God!
He doesn't know how to scroll.
Here's the
like
thing.
other parts of
The
it.
2 monitors on that back computer, now there's 2 browsers with multiple tabs open.
Yep.
He's using Firefox on one and Chrome on the
No,
other.
it's all Chrome.
Why don't you just We don't need to waste everybody's
All
time.
right, yeah.
Oh my God.
And with this indictment of my character.
Eli says Blood Bowl.
Blood
Oh
Bowl.
yeah, we got the Blood
Yeah, our
Bowl
league
league
starts
going on.
Monday.
Yeah.
Good thing we're so easily distracted. Like, just
I
say
know.
words. Tabs. Blood Bowl. Where?
It's a good thing no one's in the store. We wouldn't get anything. We wouldn't do this.
Kevin's not.
So how many-
nobody.
how many
You don't
Blood
need
Bowl
to-
players
You
do
don't
you
need
have?
to tell them
How many
that.
Blood
The
Bowl
store's
players do we
packed.
have?
I didn't even see Kevin.
How many what?
How many Blood Bowl players do we have for the league?
There are 8 right now.
8 right now.
Yep.
Including you.
Nope, he's gonna be 9.
What's
Kevin's
Blood
gonna
Bowl?
You're
be
gonna
10.
be 10. Kevin's gonna be
10.
11 and
I can't
12.
participate till January 9th.
Until January 9th?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty
Well,
late
the
in
league
the
will be
season.
mostly over.
Yeah, I know.
You're getting the ogre team. He is getting the
I'm
team.
getting the ogre. They won't even be in until next week, so I mean.
Yeah, that's wait.
That's
It's
fine.
all
Do
over
another
now.
league. I
No,
want
we
to
should
play. I want to play dwarves next. So we'll do another league.
dwarves?
Yeah.
Oh boy, dwarves. Although Jakey killed 2 of Joel's dwarves today.
Joel
that's hard
rolled
to do.
really unfortunately. He was
Good.
rolling. I was watching. He
Couldn't
was
happen to a
making his
nicer guy.
casualty rolls at the end of the game, and he rolls he rolled like a 6.
Apparently, you're supposed to do that when that happens.
David said this is not
Really?
time wasted.
Yeah, tearing me up. That's fair.
Oh God, it's hilarious.
Brittany wants to know why Jake's different.
He can't.
Because-
he was born
You know,
that way.
that,
Wait,
that-
which
that is
Brittany?
especially no, Seal.
Oh, okay.
That is especially
Did you
funny.
really think it was his girlfriend?
Well, I mean,
I'm
She's
different.
confused.
Yeah, I'm different.
No, that's especially funny because she just joined, and at the start of the show, you said Jake's different this week.
we didn't explain why though.
Oh God,
he transformed.
well, he's off witnessing the birth of a child.
Yeah, he.
Getting ready to wait.
Yeah.
He's playing the other Blood Bowl.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
we're-
my
that might
God.
That's
Possibly
pretty funny.
be the funniest thing you've ever said.
That's pretty funny.
Like,
I don't
mark
know,
that down.
man.
Mark this day in history.
Brad's hit me with some
Well,
funny
I
ones before.
just want
that we
to
can't
point out
necessarily
that
say on
I think
air.
you might have been the
It's
only
true.
person at the table that didn't laugh, and you said it's the
I
funniest
was,
thing he's
I
ever
was
said.
astounded
He
by it.
internalized it.
It was like, that was so
That's
funny,
so
I
funny.
can't laugh.
Okay, listen. I've got to come back to one more tragic story about my tab usage.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen,
We're
now listen.
literally never progressing.
No, hang on. Here's
Just like your tabs.
You're gonna like
Show,
this.
folks.
You're gonna like this. So my last phone I had, right? I also do the tab thing on the phone. And I had
Shocked.
I had at least 40 tabs on my
I bet
internet
your
browser.
battery was like,
That's a little bit more understandable. I've been there too because instead of like going to your browser and like, because whenever you click, at least in my other phones, whenever I open up that internet app, it opens up a new tab.
Yeah, and I agree.
So
it
that's a
does the
little
same
bit more
thing, but I
understandable,
clear
but-
mine. Like I think
I
right
do
now I
too
might
every
have
now
like
and then.
7 tabs
occasionally do.
open just
Yeah.
because
like on
I
the
don't pay
iPhone,
attention
I know
to
you
it all
guys
the
don't
time.
have it, but like it opens up and shows you how many tabs you have open immediately. That's the first thing that happens.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you
I'm
get
talking
left
like
to
on the
select
browser,
it.
not
That's
different.
what so am I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this one I had some things I was like,
I gotta
okay.
make sure Pornhub's not up. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
fair.
goodness.
I wanted to. I had a site up that I can't find now, and they reset the phone and it's gone.
So I only have one open.
I don't know
but
where it's
this
at.
is what it looks
I am
like.
a boomer. I'm a technology boomer.
It's like you open it up and it's
Who
like
said
this.
that?
It's how
Brittany.
that's
She's
tabs.
fired. Okay, boomer. Okay, we can move on to Blood Bowl. I just had to share that.
Tim is definitely a boomer.
Story.
Oh,
All
All right.
God.
Blood Bowl, the bloodiest of bowls.
Yeah, so the league starts Monday.
well maybe not.
we got
I've seen,
8
I've seen
teams.
what happens after you eat frickers.
2 divisions. I'm not going to touch on that.
Pretty bloody bowl.
Kevin's getting in and Dakota's getting in, so there's time to make it a 10-man league
You guys got till Monday.
to get it built.
Oh wait, no.
learn how to play.
Is it, wait,
All
it's
right.
Monday. Me and Jake are playing our game Friday, by the way.
That's fine.
Okay, I figured.
I keep yawning because we're still talking about Blood Bowl.
Oh,
Blood Bowl's
anyway.
so good.
Oh,
It's-
we're not even.
It's
close to being done.
ridiculous, but I
I
love
can't
it.
wait to film everyone's
Dude, tell 'em.
practices.
To what?
Film everyone's practices.
Tell them about.
The Patriots just got hit with that. Was it practices?
No, it was.
I think
It
say,
was
that's
a.
like next level.
No, it was sidelines.
Is it from this year?
It's
The
last
chat's
this
blowing
week
up about
from
Tim's
Sunday,
tabs.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
playing them this coming
That's
week,
great.
and they've got one. That's funny.
and just this last week they were filming, apparently filming a documentary about advanced scouts, one of those like NFL documentaries, and they like, not purposefully, but got footage of the
I heard it was
of the
8
Bengals
minutes
sidelines.
of the Bengals sideline.
Yeah, I know. That's what I heard too. I was like, unintentional. 8 minutes.
You know what's funny? You could show that to
8 minutes.
literally anybody in this building, probably anybody in Adrian.
Anybody watching this?
No, just shut up. You could show that footage to anybody, and they wouldn't know what they're looking at. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the Patriots probably don't know, because everybody calls something a little bit different. Like, unless they're saying cover 4, cover 4. You're like, okay, they probably cover 4, but you know what I'm saying? Like when they're doing this. You're like, you don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Like, so there's only a certain amount you can get from it, I guess.
Brittany
you
says
have
every
a-
week Tony just reads the comments and stares at the wall.
Tim, do you have
God.
a full coaching staff for your team?
What's that?
Do you have a full coaching staff ready for your Blood Bowl league?
For the Blood Bowl, I am the full coach. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I currently am the
Impressive.
full coaching staff as well.
Oh, wow.
Do you
What
know
does
how
the
many?
coaching staff do? get
So
assistant
the
coach.
I hired
coaching
like
staff,
I hired
Read
like
this one
26
out loud.
people.
I'm cutting everybody off.
the coaching staff includes your
I'm
apothecary.
cutting Brad off. Whenever you get to the Star Wars complaints section, jump back to the 10K PPT tour and CG. GCG tour.
Glass City Grand Tournament.
So they want you to get back to 40K as soon as we start complaining about
Okay.
Star Wars.
Yeah, they want us
That's
to
later
skip,
in the show.
skip
Just-
the Star Wars complaints for a little bit.
Oh, we watched The Mandalorian.
We
Go
do
ahead,
got to
Brad,
talk
you're
about
back
the
up.
dump
I don't
Lorian.
remember what I was
I
saying.
have not seen
Whoa.
episode
But-
5 yet.
Easy,
I don't like it.
easy.
I don't like it, man.
But your coaching staff's your apothecary,
Right, but you can
your
get
cheerleaders.
assistant coaches. What do
yeah,
those
yeah,
do?
it's the same. I don't no idea what they do. I'm just
Okay.
saying that they're part of your coaching
I
staff.
get it.
That's
I get
all.
it.
Oh, I didn't know there was actually.
You should
like-
tell them.
Yeah, you have. You are the head coach as the player.
You want to talk about our game the other day?
No, I don't. Yeah, go ahead, Brad. Rub it in. Rub it
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm surprised. Did Tim lose at something?
So the
in. To
second
be
half,
fair, I conceded.
the second half of our game, I killed I think I killed like 2 or 3 of the guys.
Yeah.
And I injured some.
Dumpalorian, quoted by Boomer.
But yeah, so I killed a bunch of his guys in the second half, injured another couple, and Tim was trying to make a very pivotal pass to one of his players. And
I
on a-
would have scored.
Yeah,
Literally
on
would've
a
scored.
6+, one of my beastmen jumped up and intercepted the ball.
Oh my God.
Brad's like, I'll give it a shot. He's got the special chaos dice, chaos stars pointing right up. I'm like,
Spike
all right.
football.
Then I played Jake Campbell, and at the end of the
Hashtag
game,
boomers love 40K.
at the end of the game, I was like, I'm just gonna try to get some points and throw the ball to this guy. His tree intercepted the ball.
Yeah, it's agility 1 tree.
Both of them are 6-up rolls. And
Yeah.
2 games in a row, it's like my elves can like throw the ball and do all this.
Yeah.
They're like, and they intercept it.
We were talking about it, so the tree didn't even catch the ball.
just gets
he just threw it
live.
and got stuck in its branches. Like when you're a kid. Oh my god.
That was better than yours. You weren't even in the path, right? Like I had to
My
go-
tackle zone was.
right,
yeah.
right. But like I had to throw literally through the tree.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? So I guess
that's
it made,
true.
and your little goat was like, "Meh," and jumped up and intercepted.
I made him
it.
better at
Shoot,
intercepting
but-
the ball too. That was one of the things.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
kept-
happy about that.
Two
Yeah,
guys
you
are
got
be-
star player points, right?
Yeah, I got
for
like
interceptions.
20 star player points that game. I got a
Oh
lot.
my God.
A lot.
Already
yeah.
says
Let's hear
talking about 40K, damn nerds.
Well, it's Blood Bowl. But yeah,
Yeah,
so are you gonna play Blood Bowl?
I'm thinking about it. I just don't know which team to play yet.
Pick one. There's
literally
13,
just pick one.
14.
Hey, are there any Iron Hands?
No,
There are
Then
not.
Dakota doesn't want to play.
that's fair.
That's hurtful.
That's hurtful.
And
What's the most power gamey team?
Or catch it. Probably the dwarves.
Oh, there you go.
I thought about. You know, that's really funny because I was thinking about dwarves just because they're the only ones that look aesthetically pleasing to me.
Dwarves
But
are
now-
dwarves are pretty cool. They're pretty good too. I
super
kind
good.
of they were my other team, but since Joel was playing dwarves, I was like, no one's playing chaos. I'll
Well,
play
Mark
chaos.
Jones is supposed to be playing too, but like,
Well, you didn't post him in the league thing.
because he
Probably won't be.
he's been pretty nice. Yeah, I'll play. I don't see him for 2 weeks. Then he comes in to play Magic. Like doesn't. Kissing.
We should talk about Resident Evil.
Yeah, they're making another one.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
moving
Resident
on.
Evil
Can we
3.
talk about Resident Evil 3?
Yeah, let's talk about
Holy
Resident Evil
shit,
3.
I have input.
All
I
right.
don't.
Take the stage, my friend.
Oh my god, really? You're just gonna... This is
No,
his
this
show,
is
so-
Tim. This is Tim's turn to not have
I guess
input.
we're not going to talk about Resident
Yeah,
Evil.
you know the trailer was really dark. I couldn't see much.
Eli, I could.
It was very dark.
Playing ogres is probably the least appealing thing out of all of the
I don't know
teams.
why you hate
Oh my
ogres.
god, no.
Because they look stupid. They're so dumb looking.
It's not even the
Sorry,
ogres.
man. They look dumb.
It's not even the ogres. It's like what's the little things in the goblins? Or
They're
what-
Noblars.
No, okay,
Goblins.
I
can't call
want a
them that.
team of all like somewhat
I thought you were gonna say goblins. I
evenly
was gonna say
like
play goblins.
distributed things. I don't want to have like 3 ogres and
Humans.
then a bunch of like little things. Yeah, I know. I thought about humans, but
Chaos.
they're also humans. You already have chaos.
Halflings.
Hey, if it's
Halflings are in the league, too.
humans,
Yeah,
are they just
but
the lions?
those are halflings. Literally the worst
If
fantasy.
it's humans, are they
They're
just
not
the
that
lions?
Yeah, they are. They're bad.
They're
Yeah.
worst.
Tim's trying to
Awful.
paint his elves.
I
up
can't
like the
even.
Lions.
No.
Oh, he would.
Well, that's why he's
Yeah.
getting his ass kicked.
Trying.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would put that juju
I
on you.
should have known.
And we're not talking about Resident Evil now. so.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay. You know, we can circle back.
Hang on. Back to Blood Bowl.
I just tried to segue out of it, and it didn't work.
All right. Resident
And we're
Evil, because
back to
Resident
Blood
Evil
Bowl.
3. This is really
Okay.
exciting.
Yeah, did you play?
I don't know
Did
that
you
it
play
is.
Resident Evil 2?
I did.
It was awesome.
Which one?
The remake.
So if you watch the
That's
trailer, it looks like Mr. X might be the Nemesis.
Nemesis, yeah, because
How-
the
Why would a
cool would
Marvel
that be?
character be in the game?
Stop.
that's Professor X.
I had to
This
do
is
it.
Professor X before he gets his doctorate.
So he's just like Teacher X.
Resident X.
He's Assistant Teacher X.
Oh God.
Mr. X. I'm a doctor. Work hard on that doctorate.
Anyway, but yeah, no, it looks pretty awesome.
Brittany says, "Good talk about Resident Evil 3. Thanks for the coverage."
Back to Resident Evil 3.
I'm glad she's here just trolling.
What,
So
what, because I saw it. First thing, because I scroll through Facebook. First thing I get up in the
I
morning,
follow
just
like
kind of
5 Resident
okay.
Evil groups.
Because the first
Like,
thing I
there's a ton of
saw
stuff,
this
yeah.
morning was that, and I was like, Tony and Jakey will not know about this.
Thanks for
Shared
tagging me in it. I saw that. I was a little hurt.
Listen, you just did this when Resident Evil came
Because
out.
I-
Don't come at me.
It's because I haven't been included in the discussion.
Because you weren't included in it because you jumped out of it when you were a child. Like Resident Evil, that game looks dumb.
Listen, to be
I'm not
fair,
playing it.
No,
that
it
game
was
is
Resident
very
Evil.
hard
That game
for
looked
children to play.
scary.
No,
Yeah, that
it
was
was.
about to say, that
Wow,
was
I
me as
can't
a
do
kid.
anything because the camera angle is stupid.
I mean, no, sure.
That was part of it. There was a reason for
It
it.
doesn't mean it was.
And
good,
now they
though.
fixed
It
it.
was
You should
too
play
good.
it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to playing it. The trailer, be honest, the trailer was like super dark. You couldn't see
I don't
anything.
think it was
until-
like the first part of the trailer with like the first person view. I was a little bit concerned because it doesn't look like it's using the same engine like the game actually used. So the graphics were
well,
a
it's
little
not. It won't,
shoddy.
will it?
Well, it's
It won't, will it? It
What do you
won't use
mean?
the same engine. That's like
Yes, it will.
really. It's
Yeah.
super old.
It's the. My head's gonna explode.
I don't know. I don't know.
Someone
Why,
defend me here.
I don't know how to.
It's not.
he's not talking about the original Resident Evil 2 engine.
No.
he's talking about the Resident Evil 2 engine that we just
It's
played through.
It's the RE engine.
Yeah,
it's the new
yeah,
one. They
exactly.
used it on 7
Okay.
and Resident Evil 2.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
But it looks
exactly.
like that the beginning of that trailer in the first person view was pre-rendered.
Did you see the? Yeah. Did you see the like millisecond of gameplay where they were shooting over the shoulder like Resident Evil 2?
Did you watch the videos I shared?
I don't think so.
Because
No.
they show gameplay.
Oh, do they really?
yeah.
I need to go back and watch them then.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. No, I'm super
So
excited.
at 12 o'clock, apparently the pre-orders for the collector's edition went up, and I made it there by like 3, and I got 4,888, and Jake got 4,889.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then those are all local pre-orders.
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh my god.
Wait, 5,000 in
Shut up,
Adrian?
Siri.
Yeah.
Could you please repeat what you said?
That's hurtful.
I don't know if it was from Adrian.
Wow,
but,
wow,
you know.
wow.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I didn't think
just-
5,000 people in Adrian
Jake
would be
just fired
playing
Brittany.
Resident Evil.
That's like
I'm-
1 out of
I'm-
7
I'm
people.
In the feed.
That's like 1 out of 7 people.
Yeah, right.
Everybody was there.
Yeah. Wasn't there like
Funny.
30,000
Huge
people
line.
in Adrian or something like that? There's a lot of people. who
About,
live there,
yeah.
But
That's
How
Still a lot of
how
people
much longer are we just gonna remake games? I mean, I know you guys are excited.
Well, this is kind of a big deal because especially if you played the original Resident Evil 2 and then what they did with the remaster, they like revolutionized. Well, maybe not revolutionized, but they changed how the storytelling takes place. So it pretty much is a new game that hits that nostalgic feel.
And I think
Well, not
that's
only-
part of the reason I am so like super excited for Final Fantasy VII to come.
Absolutely.
Oh my god,
Absolutely.
I am so pumped for that.
Well, not only what
Oh my
Tony was
God.
saying though, I never experienced Resident Evil 2 and 3 growing up. I didn't really have the means to play them.
And you know, neither did
so,
I played one.
Exactly. So seeing these iconic games get relaunched with way better graphics, with like new storytelling and stuff like that, because I wasn't a huge fan of the camera angles before either, but with the actual third person view,
It was so bad.
We're not.
I'm really excited to play them and engulf myself in that story as well.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay. don't think it's gonna work here.
That's an ageist slur.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Well,
like,
he's being
for
nostalgic.
instance, in the
being
original one,
nostalgic.
you had that fixed camera angle and shoddy controls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that upped the tension where you're like, how do I get away from this thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then once you get guns later on, it's like 3 shots to the head, you know it's dead. In Resident Evil 2, the remake, or the remaster, sorry, they give all the zombies random health bars. So you have no idea how much it's going to take to actually
That's
kill
cool.
them. And then that's how they changed.
But they have a
transitioned
legitimate
that.
camera angle, though, right?
That's
It's third
Well,
person.
if you ever played 4, it's a lot like that.
I watched you
4,
play 4 a
5,
lot.
6.
4 was spectacular.
We don't talk about 6 though.
It didn't look very good. but-
It was
4 was amazing.
tentacle heads?
honestly 4 might have been. Oh, that was.
I don't know why you bother. I like
Why
like,
what?
I just don't know why you bother.
Bother what?
Speaking.
Living.
I'll work on that.
I'm so sad by this. As soon as Disney buys Resident Evil,
Yeah, we gotta enjoy it until they buy it because they've got like the reverse Midas touch. Like everything they touch just turns to lead or crap.
Oh God. Unless it's Marvel, and then they treat it like
That's
this
fair.
this golden goose.
Mike says, "Hell, I'm
fair.
old and I'm not even a boomer. They're older than me." That's funny. Okay, so 40K.
Well, we had checked.
Is it still broken?
Chapter approved.
Marines?
Yeah.
Chapter approved. Let's talk about
I think the book is too good.
let's talk about
Right.
chaos actually
But-
because I know Evan's interested in chaos stuff.
I would like to
Child
talk
keeps
about chaos.
winning.
Oh, you know what? We probably should touch on the Atlanta Open.
You know what we should touch on? Where's the cat?
No one cares.
Not on here.
This is not the forum for the cat discussion. Guilty.
I just want to say this out loud, Jake. If you say "don't yuck someone's yum" one more time,
I'm gonna yuck
I'm gonna
over
lose
your
my
yum.
mind. He said that to me 3 times today.
Who's getting their yum
Why
yucked?
doesn't he have a black eye?
I know. 'cause
Who's
I have
getting their
self-restraint.
yum yucked?
Caleb
Their
said,
yum
Why
yucks."
can't people make new games that don't suck?
I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with
I heard
that.
Outer Worlds was good.
I heard
It's
it was
okay.
terrible.
It's okay.
Really?
I heard it was like
Tim,
okay.
you
Now I've heard
you
the
get
whole
all of
gamut.
your information
It's okay.
from YouTube.
I
It's
heard
not,
this from a person.
And all of YouTube
It's-
immediately says everything in
updated
like
They do.
sucks.
version of Fallout
YouTube is
76.
always
It-
negative.
Feels like you would have to be into the setting or into
Yeah,
the style.
yeah, it's- I mean,
it's kind
it's-
of like
It's Fallout 76 without, or it's Fallout New Vegas without the IP. Right.
Right.
It's
I was gonna say,
literally
Brad, you were not selling
it's
that game to
literally
me.
post-apocalyptic. Corporations destroying the world. You know, fix the problem. Like it is the exact same setting. So it's not except it's intergalactic instead of post-apocalyptic.
I'd probably enjoy it.
Yeah,
I
it's
I
not-
like New Vegas.
Yeah, and
never played it.
and the
Best Fallout
RPG,
game.
the RPG,
I'm
all the
not a
RPG
Fallout
components
fan,
are
though.
still there.
No.
All the RPG components
Sad.
are still there.
You
The
should be glad.
combat,
It's sad.
the combat is left
It's
you
a great
wanting.
tabletop
It's very dry in terms of combat. But if you like good storytelling mechanics, if you like good RPG mechanics, you'll probably enjoy it.
You said Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds, yeah. Yeah.
Sadly, I think the
It's sitting on my shelf waiting to get
Yeah,
played.
it is really easy. I made it about halfway through the game, turned the difficulty all the way up, and restarted it. So, and when you play on the hardest difficulty, you have to eat, you have to sleep, you have to drink, and then when your companions
That's not my thing at
when
all.
your companions
I have
die,
to do that in real life.
when your
Skyrim like
companions
that was
die,
great.
they're dead. They don't come back.
nice.
So
what?
in Outer Worlds, when you
Oh,
when you
yeah.
put it on the max difficulty, when your companion's dead, they're gone.
That sounds.
I usually play games on the hardest setting.
It's
Regardless.
oh, and you can only fast travel to your ship, so you can't fast travel anywhere else.
Not playing that on hard mode. It's gonna be another Red
It's-
Dead.
It's not. It's
Can't
not
wait to
that
watch somebody
bad.
gallop for 4 hours.
It's not that bad. None of the areas are so huge. Basically, they give you a bunch of smaller areas to explore instead of one giant area.
Hey Dakota,
Yeah.
do you consider yourself more of a north or a south?
What?
I have probably heard that joke so many trillions
don't get
of
it.
times.
I might be a boomer.
Are you familiar with the United States? Yeah. Most boomers are.
I think
Most everyone.
I was about to say,
I'm so lost
Is that the
right
joke?
No, it's because North Dakota, South Dakota.
What about
Oh.
it?
I asked Dakota whether you consider yourself more of a north or a south.
Clever girl.
Wow. No, not
that's
clever.
terrible.
Not clever.
I think it came to my mind. I thought this is a terrible joke, and I'm sure he's heard it a million
I was
times.
about to say, I think I made that joke to him when I met him in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
Why are you guys friends?
Yeah, well, actually,
You couldn't get away from it.
the first time it's
forced to sit
it's
next to
right.
me.
They kept scheduling us together, and I couldn't. Our names are so
BC?
close in the deck.
Yeah.
In
We're
the
literally
classrooms.
friends because of the alphabet.
Yeah, yeah. And friends is a pretty loose term.
That's so funny. All right, so listen, 40K, Atlanta Open. Okay.
Yes.
Another. How many people were there?
I don't actually know
How many
offhand.
people were
400.
1,000.
Okay. Jason, if you know how many people were there offhand.
It was a major, at any rate.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a
it was a major, and Richard Siegler took yet another, major victory with Tau. Tau are super good.
Yeah. Well, I think they're the hardest counter to.
I was gonna say they're a good meta buster,
I
right?
think that's why. I
Well,
think that's why they're really good.
I don't necessarily
think they're
know
pretty
about
good
them
on their
being a
own.
hard
I
counter.
agree with you.
It's just like
Well, how does
to make an all comers list doesn't necessarily mean that you're outfitted to take on Tau.
well as a Space Marine player, right?
Yeah.
Well, exactly, and that's my point. Is an all comers list for Tau is much easier as a Tau player than it is for Space Marines player, and that's why I think why they're doing
Brittany
so
wants
well.
to know if we can talk about Pisha.
I just saw that.
I agree with her on this.
Brittany, are you drunk?
But yeah, so.
It's just like saying
The
words.
thing is, I
dropping
think
bombs
chaos.
in the
I think
chat.
chaos might come out ahead, and they could very well be a hard counter to Tau, simply because of all their ignore Overwatch mechanics.
I mean,
so they
that's-
have a bunch of ways to ignore Overwatch, and that's mainly how Tau fends off the attacking opponent. If they're assaulting.
I thought they were just
So.
they'd throw like anchovies at them.
Yep,
or
that's
something.
totally what they do.
Are they the fish people?
But
No, they
Japanese
collect
fish
all the anchovies and distribute them equally.
Anchovy-filled waifu body pillows.
what's really funny is that people call them communists, but they're all divided into a caste system. Like they're all divided into a class-based system.
So they're more like Space India.
Well, hey,
I guess. Yeah.
some animals are more equal than others, right?
I mean, I get. Well, they're all like all the Tau in your.
That statement doesn't make any sense. You
Animal
can't have
farm-
something
animal
be
farm,
more
bro.
equal than others.
That's the point.
all the Tau in the aircast have hollow bones.
Oh,
so they
God.
do.
So they can fly.
Well, yeah, that's what makes them so much better
Oh,
at
so they
flying.
evolved from
like,
dinosaurs.
I don't know, but they would be horrible in the Firecast as warriors. They survive better in the Aircast as pilots.
I gotcha.
So
Yeah, they're lighter,
yeah.
less bone density.
Okay,
I
so
get it.
anyway,
Okay.
The
yeah,
tournament.
okay, so they're different.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
So-
You're
Listen,
a bird?
can you guys stop trolling Brad about this? He's very passionate about these.
I
trolling.
try. It's a nerd page. You figured it'd be open to it, but
I'm not trolling.
God, nerd.
I know,
I'm
right?
the pilot. I was just curious if he was in the right cast.
You can't even say that without laughing.
Hollow bones.
I'm trolling. That's so funny. That was a troll about. Never mind.
I get it.
I'm not trolling you entirely. Okay, so
That's too long.
we
I'm
had
not
a
reading that.
pretty diverse top 8 at this tournament.
what was it?
Well, I don't know the
There's
whole
only
8.
5 Marines in it.
2.
Only 2 in the top 8.
Yeah.
How many of them were Iron
What'd you
Hands?
have? What
One.
it looked like? I'm
Was that
guessing.
like top table?
So you had
Yeah,
Tau,
bodies
you had
and
Tau
everything.
Space Marines, then
Jake
Eldar-
wants everybody to know
Eldar
that
and Imperial
Poxwalkers are
Soup.
too high.
Imperial Soup, no chaos.
Not in the top 4. I don't
Jake
know.
wants everybody to know
I don't
that
know much
Poxwalkers
beyond
points
the.
are
Okay.
too high.
I don't know the entire top 8.
So there weren't any mimic
Nerf
armies in the top.
Poxwalkers.
Goodbye.
That's
No,
what I
there
said.
were none.
Hashtag
Really
Nerf
good.
that is really good. I mean,
good.
also granted, this was like an 80. This is an 80 player major.
Okay.
We'll see LVO because
That'll be a lot more
LVO
people.
is going to be
Brad,
over 1,000 players
Where's your
this
sun
year.
kissed?
And Tim's going to place
I had something else to drink
1001.
earlier.
And what? Wait,
Sunkist is
what?
delicious though.
I missed it.
LVO is gonna be 1,000 players this year, and Tim's gonna place 1,001.
He'll be help below the ringer.
Oh,
I'm hoping to come in the top 500. That's my goal. If there's 1,000,
Make half.
yeah.
hey, where's Brad's Sunkist?
I'd like to go 3
That's
and
something else to
3.
drink, man.
I don't know.
Hashtag where's the sun kiss?
Oh, that's a thing. I'm gonna get a hat.
Yeah,
I want a shirt that
I've been
says
saying
that.
all my life I'm a trendsetter. Like
Oh my God, where is Jake?
he's right here.
No, Jason says Chaos Knights with Poxwalkers were in the top
That's
8.
funny.
Where
That
is
is funny.
Jake?
He's watching.
I was trying to interrupt you guys, but you guys talked over me.
God.
But that's no. I
We're
think
go- we're anti-interruptible.
Did this take into account chapter?
We're not
proof?
interruptible.
What?
Did this take into
Uninterruptible.
account chapter?
No,
proof and
I can't
fatal fury?
word.
Okay. So after that's really
Words are
fun with
hard.
Poxwalkers. So I
hard. That's what
think
she said.
Chaos Space Marines are going to be a sleeper army, given Faith and Fury and given Chapter Approved.
They've been in the top 8 literally the entire edition.
Oh, Tim, we've talked about this.
I'm just saying, like,
no,
holy
no, they
you're not
haven't.
sleeping on anybody.
David says Boomer Tim probably get
Can't even
Boomer
say-
Tim probably get Brad didn't deserve a sun kiss.
Probably didn't think Brad deserved a sun kiss.
I resent that. I pay for them.
That's fair. Go buy one.
You didn't work hard enough for it.
What else is going on here? 40
Only
kilos.
boomers drink sun kissed.
No,
Hashtag
Boomer.
where's the sun kiss?
Oh
Listen.
God.
Listen, I very well might be a boomer in a millennial's body. All right, it very well might be the case.
I'm just bad with technology.
Tim.
I do not like. Generally speaking, I don't like pop culture. Like,
Tim,
I hate
shoot for the moon because
Says
even if
the
you fail,
biggest
you'll land in a
fan
warp storm.
I have ever met
That's not a good
it.
thing.
What?
of I can't even think of the name of it now. The stupid show. Oh my god.
South
There's,
Park?
a, there's a lot of those.
That might be
Hell
more of a
yes.
boomer
Top of the
show
list,
now, though.
Mandalorian.
I don't know if I would.
No.
Kinda Gen X.
Jason, give me a date. I'll give you a shout out.
It's technically a
I don't
millennial.
have the date on hand.
Yeah, I guess
January 4th.
Early,
I will.
Early
Are
millennial.
you playing
like
Glass
X.
City?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. You got paint requirements.
Yeah. There's I can't do it.
Glass City.
Well, when's Glass City? January?
Yeah, Jep. You got an
you-
airbrush.
At the beginning or the end? Because
The beginning.
I'd have to wait to see what comes out in Faith and Fury, because at the time it would be my Dark Angels, what would be my competitive choice, but I do need to wait to see
Faith and Fury or the Sanctuary of the Damned, or Ritual of the Damned.
Ritual of the Damned. I'm sorry.
That's
You guys
quit
quit swearing.
swearing.
Tim,
you meet pay requirements?
Honestly,
I don't know.
You
Ritual
need
of the
pay
Damned
requirements?
probably won't make the cut for
I
Glass
will.
City.
You will?
Oh,
I will.
okay. Well, then no, I won't. I won't make it. I would have
Really?
to.
Most
I would
army's
have to
painted.
cut into overdrive on.
Your
army's
army's painted? I thought it was all
But-
Citadel Gray.
That's because you've talked to Jake and you
Yeah, I
believe
would
his
have
lies.
to. I do have that list I'm working on that I think would do really well. 6 demon engines, 20 possessed, a buttload of marines.
You have that all painted?
No, I don't even have it. I don't even have all of it. Period.
Then you're not playing Chaos.
Yeah,
then.
you're right.
I never
That's
thought
my
I would
point.
see Jake Powell say, "I'll need to paint my Poxwalkers."
Well, they went down.
Contrast will make it super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Go over it with a couple, slap a few colors on there. Done.
I mean,
Yeah.
Poxwalkers
It's made my Chaos Space. I need to show you my scheme, but it's made my Chaos Space Marines a dream of dealing with all the trim and
contrast?
stuff. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's wonderful.
It made the battle droids
Marine-
super easy to paint.
Marines are
Yeah.
great for contrast.
Yeah, well, I think Chaos are. I tried contrast on my Dark Angels. I hated how it turned out. I did not like it. I'll do normal paint job.
You also have 100 painted up like in the traditional.
That's
way.
And
fair.
it
I
also
would have
might
to strip
just
a
be the
bunch of them,
Caliban
but-
green you don't like. That's
That
also-
it could be true. It could just be the
honestly,
color,
like the
but-
more I've used it on large areas, like I thought at first I loved Blood Angels Red.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't.
I like Flesh
like-
Tears better.
Jake says he's painted
I
more
like using it in
Poxwalkers than you've
smaller
painted
areas.
tanks.
He's fired.
You're fired, Jake. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, look up the date for Glass City.
It's January 4th and 5th. Or,
Yeah, there's no way I'll make
It's
it.
4th and 5th.
But it's the first
But how
Saturday
about-
and Sunday in January.
How about speculation for Ritual of the Damned, though? Like, what do you think we can expect for the Thousand Suns,
so
Grey
that-
Knights, and Dark Angel side of things? Sweet. Wait, now I gotta pay for it.
Tim, when are you gonna paint your tanks?
Hold on.
Well, we're hiring
Hold
because
on,
both employees are fired.
I got this.
Tastes like privilege.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
That's all right.
Not a sponsor.
God, that
Product
is
placement.
pungently orange.
It's delicious.
That is
It's
like
Sunkiss.
it's super orange though.
Dude, I'm like Kel from
God.
Keenan and Kel.
All
right, moving
orange
on.
soda.
Is that a reference?
Okay, so pretty sure the date is 4th
Once
and
heard those
5th for
names, I
Glass
don't
City GT. Tournament that's major that's held down in Toledo at the game room. Guy watches the podcast every week. Jason, he hosts it.
Never complains about our content either. He's just
Tried and true top fan.
He's a great guy.
Star
All
Wars?
right.
Oh God.
yeah. We gotta sign up for that.
We
by
gotta
the way.
talk
yeah,
about
we
the
do, we
Mando.
We will talk about the
Mando.
Mando. It is bado.
Hey, Mando.
You know what?
You know, hey, you know
That
what,
was the first
Jason?
episode I
Jason, I
watched, and I gotta say
tried.
I'm not
They
impressed.
steamrolled right
We
into
got
the
the
Star Wars.
data.
Oh, you're
complaint
right. Yeah,
section.
we can't.
I'm doing everything
we can't
I can.
do this again.
What Mandalorian?
There's more Star Wars bashing.
Listen,
We're not bashing Star Wars.
Hey,
we're bashing that
I want to bring up.
horrible show.
I saw Matt, our
It's not
cousin, the other
specifically
day.
Star Wars.
Wow.
And I was like, "Hey, you're gonna
It's
go
a
see
trend,
Star Wars?"
though,
He's
right?
like, "Yeah, but I hope it's a lot better than that Last Jedi crap."
Who was that?
Our
Matt Garnell?
yeah,
Oh.
and he complained about all the same stuff we did. He threw out the Leia flying through space and Luke drinking the milk and it's terrible.
It'll sting less if you read Artie's comment to Tim, please.
Tim, I don't think you like anything.
Artie, I like you, buddy.
Oh god. He even says you may like me, but I'm not sure.
Artie, I love you, pal.
Hilarious.
Here's the thing.
That
Here's the
was
thing.
perfect.
You like Mandalorian.
I don't. No, I'm not.
It's okay if you like it. Don't let me yuck your yum.
Listen.
Get out.
Listen, I enjoy
sounds
it
dirty.
as a casual viewing experience. I don't try to rip into it to criticize it. I just watch it.
That's totally fair. That is
Easy.
totally
You know what?
fair.
That's
I
fine.
do
Easy
that.
breezy, beautiful cover girl.
I do that
I
as
am-
much as possible, but these two
That's
fucking
not
ruin
fair. That's not
everything
fair.
for me.
Listen, okay, I am not a Star Wars fan. Okay, so I
okay.
can come into this
That's fair.
objectively and be like, is it a good
don't
show?
think
or
I
is it
am
not?
and I'm a
either
huge
anymore.
Star Wars fan.
And
so
I'm not dogging Star Wars. I'm just saying that like there is little to no like cinematic value to this show.
I agree.
Star Wars and
It's just a
40K,
it's just a
typical
commercial
boomer
to
stuff.
Sell Baby Yoda toys.
40K boomer thing.
Oh my god, Brittany has to be drunk.
She's got to be
She's
drunk.
probably drunk.
She's
Um,
saying all these
like
things
they
to
show you these
lose her
scenes.
job.
Did you watch the last episode?
I did not see
So I
episode
don't-
5.
Why are you
think it's
watching it
4.
again?
I mean, because everyone else is watching it,
I
I
don't
want
know.
to. I just
Wow.
honestly,
You're a follower.
I just want to be on there to see
were
Baby
they?
Yoda.
Be in the
Tatooine.
loop.
Cute AF.
Yeah, I saw the tattoo.
Yeah. Okay. So there's
I-
one scene where they get
just don't
stopped by
care.
those like weird yelling people.
Tusken Raiders.
Tusken Raiders, right? And
Weird
he hands them the binoculars. That was a one-ocular. And-
Binocular.
No,
The
no, no, no.
ocular.
Yeah.
They shake him down.
No, so they give him that, right? What value did that scene tell you as a viewer?
It didn't.
But that's
No,
the
no. What
problem.
it did is it broke the universe.
Well, I mean, a little
only-
bit it
what it
did,
did
yeah.
was only bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
I mean,
okay, I didn't shatter it like the Holdo maneuver, but like they are bloodthirsty people that don't negotiate. They're like, "Hey, I like your toy." Like, all right, just don't.
Coco like.
Yeah, they did that. Like they're like,
Gorillas.
like they have like.
But so like every time
Stupid.
In anything, if
And
there's a
Jawa's
scene,
like eggs. Apparently, who knew?
just if anytime
It's a
there's
it's a
scene-
rhino egg. Okay. Like, could you chill?
Let me finish, bro. Anytime there's a scene, that's the director trying to tell you something.
Or they're not.
Okay, so they're trying to communicate something. It's foreshadowing or it's universe building. There's a reason for that being on there. The Mandalorian doesn't do any of that. It's just needless jokes and showing you how cute that damn baby is.
Listen, here we go. I need to get one of them.
I need to interject for a second.
Jetpack Man signing
Well,
off.
that was a toy commercial.
Matt,
Exactly.
So
That was a
Matt,
toy.
Matt commented.
Yeah,
He said,
Mandalorian.
He said, "So you don't like Mando? 1977, 1980, 1983 is how long this boomer had to wait for all three of those movies."
Listen, the original movies are better than all that we've gotten in the last.
You know,
They are. Every one of them's better than any of this.
They,
stuff
they,
we've gotten.
they hold the canon of the universe better.
Well, I mean,
Look, this may be the best
did you
thing
ever watch
that
any
the
like
chat said.
those old like
First
50s,
of all,
60s Western
Cinema and
shows?
Star
No,
Wars
God,
should
no.
not be
They're
used
bad,
together in
right?
the same sentence.
Yeah,
It's one
listen,
of those
I've
shows-
come
I
to
agree.
What was
I've come to the
Literally.
realization,
I mean,
and
literally,
this
it's like
is
a
just my
John Wayne.
opinion, but Star Wars is just stupid. Like, I like it. I'm a Star Wars fan.
It makes no sense.
But it's just dumb. Like,
think
the
it-
writing is terrible.
I think it's always inherently going to be childish.
Well, it's not
Like,
even it's
uh,
not even the childlike components to it. It's just the
I didn't think the
there's-
originals
there's
were
no
that
more-
childish.
there hasn't
wouldn't
been
say
for a
they were
long time
childish.
any sort of coherent world, any sort of consistency within the Star Wars universe.
The first
And
one
you know,
were
I
pretty
don't think the
consistent,
fans
right?
want it. When they tried
Maybe
to
not.
introduce that,
Maybe
they
not.
were
Pretty
not.
consistent, weren't they? What's that?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
To be fair,
that's
they
the
got
consistency.
But
See,
the
the problem-
co-director of the Return of the Jedi was like, George, we don't need to do another Death Star, and George is like, I wrote it, and they did it.
Well,
So people knew at the time, like,
Look at
don't do it again, and they did it again.
well, look at the last, or not the Last Jedi, the Force Awakens. Look at the Force Awakens.
I get it, man, but
Like,
what I'm
That,
saying
that
is
movie
that
was
wasn't a
2
Death
hours
Star.
of
That
insulting
listen, that was
me.
a Death Star with a different name. All right, it was a
Star
Star Killer
that was
Base.
Star Killer Base.
it was an explodey planet, not a Death Star.
and they
but
were
it
able to
was,
split a beam in mid-space a beam of light and kill multiple planets.
Well, like I said, they don't there's no consistency within the world. Take the last movie
Well,
they
but
made
there
where they
was-
launched,
there was,
where they light
though.
speed a ship. For a short amount of
No,
time.
see,
sure.
I don't think I'm on Brad's side here because Star Wars is not science fiction. It is hardcore fantasy.
It's hard science fiction.
It
hard
is-
sci-fi.
it is-
No,
it
it's
is
fantasy-
magic
it's space
and none of that
fantasy.
shit
Space
matters.
opera. Yeah, I get it.
It's space
I get
But
it.
the
opera,
problem is
space
But there were
fantasy.
still
they do
consistencies with
space.
the rules
They do
that they
space.
set.
They do space magic with the non-magical components of it, right? So the Force would be your equivalent to magic, but then like all
They
the
shoot, and George Lucas has gone on record saying that those guns shoot lasers. Okay,
He doesn't know. He's
that
not a
makes a lot of
scientist.
sense.
So we
I'm
gotta
not so-
apologize for
I'm
not
just saying
so-
he's not a scientist. Like
I'm not familiar with what George Lucas has said. I looked it up a while ago. It's for what it's worth. They say it's plasma, so it's
I don't think it matters.
Sci-fi is.
It might not.
Star Trek. That's
sci-fi is Star Trek. I'm a Star Trek. fan.
Star Trek is awful.
Star Trek's great.
You know
Alright.
what? I'm sorry. I'm yucking
Is-
the
is
I
40
was.
Yeah, don't make that a thing.
40K
You're
is
enabling.
sci-fi.
I didn't
No,
like.
40K,
40K is not
terrible.
sci-fi.
40K is an amalgamation.
It's
well, I-
closer to Star Wars.
I
than,
think,
I agree.
I think
yeah,
a
it
lot
really
of people.
is.
fantasy
A lot of
Warp
people
is,
try
like,
to
totally-
classify sci-fi as they try to explain like the science behind what you're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you don't get any of that out of 40K.
Well, you do
really.
a little bit in the
it's called
Horse Heresy books.
pseudoscience. Like they make
It is-
shit
it
up.
is
Exactly.
pseudoscience.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Which
so
I'm totally
sci-fi,
okay with.
Sci-fi
Totally okay
has
with it.
to use real world.
No,
Not necessarily. It
Okay.
has to.
No.
it
Classic-
has to have
There has
its
to be a lot
classic
of made-up stuff.
sci-fi
I mean, I
rules
just
in
believe
logic
that.
and
Yeah.
reason.
And classic sci-fi
Okay.
was always
Yeah.
of the thing like basically
It doesn't
take
have to be real.
our world
Oh, okay.
and there's
Alright.
one change and what's the result of that, and that's there's one major event or change
So-
or something, and that's
So
what
there-
sci-fi
I'll-
has generally been. It's science
So,
fiction.
for instance, like in Star Trek, they use warp to travel faster than the speed of light, and they
Yeah.
use pseudoscience to explain how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
In Star Wars, they say jump to hyperspace.
Yeah, no,
and
I
then
get
they
it.
go from point A to point B.
I get it, but there's a lot of
And then
but there
that's
is a
as far
lot
as
of
it goes.
explanation within the
irrespective
40K
of all the.
universe.
Now they do talk about like you might fly into a
Yeah,
star,
40K is a lot of
right?
flesh-
Like they
fleshing
try.
out
They
to it.
make
Yeah,
half
exactly.
But it's
what
still a
they're
lot of-
doing.
Sure,
point.
sure.
There's
There's
They
still a lot
don't
of like
really
mystic
make
Right,
and-
reasonable
right.
sense.
Well, they don't
Well,
worry
there's,
about it
well,
later
there's the
on.
warp, right?
either.
There's the warp, but there's a lot of explanation behind that
Use
as
your mic,
well,
bro.
and you could call.
Right, but it's all like psychic based and
Well, and
Yeah.
that's
Well,
where,
the
so
warp
that's
is
where-
like hell.
right.
It's like another dimension that they can go through.
And we're back to 40K.
That's what they use. I mean, that's what they use to travel, right?
Yeah.
So that's.
Well, they don't have wormholes
So
in
it's sort
40K,
of
they
like
jump-
so.
they-
It's sort of
Well,
it's a
well,
multi. It's a multi-dimensional
Eldar
kind of thing.
Eldar
it's
have
not necessarily.
wormholes. That's what the webway is,
Well,
right?
so
Right?
the webway kind of.
It's like a wormhole.
Yeah,
right?
kind
they
of.
can,
So
they
it's-
open up a tear.
That's
Brittany, you
another
take that
alternate
back.
dimension.
I know,
the
right?
webway is
That
another.
hurts.
You take that back.
The webway is
Brittany
another
says
alternate
sci-fi
dimension.
to me is space and robots, both stupid.
Brittany, you're literally fired again. Like,
Goodbye.
you
hire
can't-
her back so you can give her lower pay and then fire her.
I would. I think
Exactly.
personally, I would
agree.
classify 40K as sci-fi.
I mean, sure.
I think there's.
I
I think
think
there's.
it's
I
a
think
little
there's
bit
quite a bit. I think
subjective.
there's quite. A little bit, but I think there's quite a bit of explanation going on. In
I
the
don't
universe.
agree with you.
It doesn't matter to me.
Saying that psychic magic is the fueling. So like when I say talk about warp speed, they talk about the dilithium. That's the fictional element
Sure.
that gives you enough energy to do something that's physically possible.
Sure.
I think it's more
Saying
interesting
it's
to
space
leave some of
magic.
that stuff
But
undisclosed.
there's a lot more
You know what I
explanation
mean?
than that, though.
When
They
you
don't.
create, I don't like when you create too many rules because then you got to go back and like you always have to.
Well, you gotta remain consistent.
Well,
when
and
you
I like
create rules.
consistency.
That's the
but
problem
like, you
with
know
Star
what I mean?
Wars.
Like it's almost kind of like The Walking Dead. Like you never know where the virus came from or how it started, right?
Any
Like,
Expanse fans here?
I've
I
heard
think
it's fantastic.
it's the greatest.
I'm trying-
It's probably
has
the
Mike
best.
mentioned-
What was it?
The Expanse.
The Expanse. I've
No.
heard
It's probably the best
super good.
sci-fi that's been around in 10 plus
Yeah.
years.
I've heard of it,
Easy.
but I have not
They're
watched it.
great.
Is that
The
Amazon?
books are phenomenal. I think did Amazon buy it? They did 3 seasons through.
I thought it just
It was
got
on
renewed.
Fox for 3 seasons, and then they canceled it. I think Amazon bought it.
Oh,
Brittany,
Fox.
just because we love you doesn't mean we won't fire you.
The show was okay, but the books are
I heard the show was really good.
the
Like
books are phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah.
Expanse.
I gotta
And it
read
has
the books.
hard rules, but also leaves room to like break
Question.
it. It's
Question: Has
Like-
is
I like
anybody familiar with
consistency a lot.
Dune?
you'd like it.
Oh, absolutely.
love
I've read
Dune.
all of
Okay.
it.
Okay. It
Would
was
you-
was
would
it
you-
ever what was it ever made? Excuse me, into a TV or a movie?
Yeah.
It
series?
was made into a movie, and they're making
Okay.
a new
Well, no,
movie.
they
Bad.
made series too.
Okay.
The movie
Sci-Fi
was
made.
bad.
Can
made
you
standalone
explain to
series.
me
The movie with The Rock?
what was it? The spice melange Is that what
So
that?
if you're talking about the movie, that's completely
you're
different
talking
than the
about the
book.
South
movie
Park
was bad.
episode.
Yeah, because I
think it's
had
well.
to, I had to look that up because I didn't
Yeah.
know what the hell they were talking about. I'm like, Dune. I've never even heard
Oh,
of this.
Dune.
Dune.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Okay.
about
There's
Dune.
gonna be
Dude, the first
they're making a new
Dune-
movie,
the first
right?
2 Dune books are amazing.
What about the movie? Was it any
amazing? No.
No.
good? Okay.
Now, they're making a series now, right?
They've made one.
I thought
it was
they were like-
some
No, they're
bullshit.
making a new movie.
No, they
A
may
two-
be.
a 2-part.
Yeah, something new
Movie,
is
right?
coming
Well,
out
good.
with Dune. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
Seriously, like those first 2 books were absolutely amazing.
I've heard a lot of good things.
It goes off the rails real fast, but like.
But Dune's
Is it
phenomenal.
multiple writers or is it the same guy?
There's 2 writers.
See
the,
that-
the one guy who wrote the first 3 books, I believe, and
Frank
then his
Herbert
son.
and Frank Herbert Jr. Right?
Yeah, wrote the
Yeah.
rest.
Multiple
The original
writers
guy
hurt
kind of
things.
fell off writing before.
Yeah,
Is it boomer to love Firefly?
absolutely not. Firefly
No,
was
Firefly's
amazing.
great.
I've never seen Firefly.
Dude, you would like it.
I've
It's
never
space
given it a
western,
real
dude.
chance.
Yeah.
It's hardcore. Like
This is a
space
stupid
western.
thing. This is you guys are
Outer
gonna be mad.
Worlds.
I don't like that actor. I don't know if I could get into the show.
Nathan Fillion?
Yeah, he just
I don't
I
even
see
know
him
who
and
that
I'm like, I
is.
want to punch his face.
It's really not a long show though, so like,
I don't.
I'm
care
sorry,
over
man.
yourself, man.
What's that?
Like, you don't
That's-
gotta like it, but that's like
you gotta watch more stuff.
like,
You just keep watching Star Wars and talking about how much
That's
you
why
hate
you're
it.
so. That's why you're so mad all
You
the
need to watch some
time.
other stuff, man.
You see, like I find myself attracted to certain medias because there are certain characters or actors, actresses, whatever in them, but I'm never repulsed by like, oh, Keanu Reeves is in that. Nope.
I don't know
can't
if
do it.
I don't
anybody's
know.
ever said that.
I've experienced where I'm like, I don't want to watch something Tom Cruise has made, but I'll still watch it.
Did you
I'll
watch The
still hate
Mummy?
it.
That
It
was a bad.
so bad.
Super
The Mummy
bad.
was
The
so
original,
bad.
the original ones were great.
They were good.
Wait, is this a new one where he
Top
flies
Gun-
out of a
Top
plane?
Gun-
Oh,
two
it's
is gonna be
bad.
terrible.
Plane crashed and he doesn't die.
I've never.
he
I
dies.
haven't seen it.
Yeah,
he
the
dies,
Mummy-
but he comes back to
The
life.
Mummy
Spoilers.
brings him back to life.
Doesn't make any sense.
But
So okay, so
no,
back,
I
back
heard
to
it
the
was
40K.
terrible.
I want to put this out there into the universe here, because I've been reading the Horus Heresy books. I want to get your opinion because I was outnumbered earlier, heavily.
We didn't even talk about Jeremy Renner.
Probably
We
gonna
will
be
talk
on
about
there.
it. What time is it?
We got 5 minutes.
All right, then let's talk about this. A mountain
Nice seeing
falls
you
on
guys.
Angron. You know who Angron is? He's the Primarch of the World Eaters.
Well, that's
Right.
Can we contextualize it a little bit better than that?
Okay, go ahead and contextualize how
All
a
right,
mountain
so
falls
they're
on.
they're assaulting a stronghold that's embedded in the side of a mountain, and
And then it falls on him.
and then
A portion of the mountain.
yeah, exactly. Like it's not just like because when I hear a mountain fell on him, I literally see like a triangle.
Yeah, they like
and
tips.
then landing on him, and
Okay,
it's just like
so
it-
many
it-
tons of rock fall on
So
him.
yeah, so
Okay,
they
so,
blow up
take
the side of the
mountain-
stronghold.
In the
One
book,
at-
they
one at a
say
time.
the mountain fell on him. Okay, many tons of rock falls on this man. Okay, the main character you're reading as says, "Oh man, I hope this assault is worth it. It cost us a Primarch." They fight on for a little while, then all of a sudden, what's that? Is it Godzilla? No, it's Angron. It comes up through the rubble. The mountain didn't kill the man. Do you think that's cool?
You see,
hang on.
well,
Do you think that's cool?
No, but I have.
Do you think it's good to have a character in universe that can happen?
We can talk about. You want-
hang on,
we can
because
talk
you
about
phrased
the
the
Horus
question-
Heresy.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
when-
phrasing. So
Did
I
it-
don't know
did it-
anything
did it
about
kill
You're-
the man?
you are
He's
kinda
not a
like-
man.
Okay, the Primarch.
Yeah.
Whatever semantically we need to do to make
We
this.
can talk about Horus Heresy later because I have very specific thoughts on Horus Heresy. No, I don't think it's cool. However,
Do you think it's good narratively? Is
Gun.
what I'm.
Top Gun 2 is going to be terrible.
I don't know what.
Yeah, I heard
Brittany
they were
said
doing
Top Gun is
tangent,
so
but
good.
I heard they were doing that. and
Okay,
it was
yeah,
just
we
a
don't
bad
need another
idea.
Top
Top
Gun
Gun was great.
Top Gun
I
was
love
great.
that movie.
Don't do
Do
it
we
again.
need another one
Nope.
Danger
with
Zone.
60-year-old Tom Cruise?
That was
I
also
got
before
this.
Tom Cruise became an absolute lunatic.
Yeah.
I'll go on record saying
Before
that.
you.
No one's
Got
gonna,
it
no
over
one's gonna
Scientology.
battle you on that.
So now it's 2-3.
Also, Fulgrim got shot in the eye and lived.
I didn't. He didn't. That didn't happen in the book that I read.
Way
it
to
happened
spoil
later.
it for him.
I'm
He
just
just read
saying.
that
Pre
yet.
or post possession?
Pre.
Pre?
Was it in Fulgrim?
No, Angel Exterminatus.
Okay. Okay. My biggest thing was like they give the Space Marines. Okay.
Are you assume their gender?
Because a lot of
really
people
get
are
that
like
either.
they
Fulgrim, you
talk
might
about how
not
you can
want
put
to.
a single Marine on a planet and he will conquer the planet. To me, that's stupid. That's not what the Horus Heresy books have been.
What?
Right? Like there's Brett. It doesn't matter how you put it. It's not. It's
Well,
stupid.
that does
You
require
take the whole planet.
that does require a lot
Right.
of explanation. So
A planet.
Okay, but it's he'll conquer the planet. Not that he is gonna fisticuffs everyone in the world.
Right, but when
He-
people
he
tell
is-
you that, that's what
Not
they're-
to
that's what
mention
they're saying.
you're dealing with a universe that has a vast difference of species and
It doesn't matter.
terrestrial
It's a
existence.
whole planet.
Well,
It's one guy and a whole planet. It doesn't matter how you package it up. It lessens what Space Marines. It's too much. It makes them all Rey. You know, you put Rey on a planet, she'll take the whole planet.
I don't
She's
necessarily
not a
think
compelling
it
character.
does because
That's literally all of Dragon Ball.
But it's different though, right? Like
That's literally Dragon
like,
Ball.
Yeah, they would send a Saiyan to the planet. Right.
Yeah.
That's- but nobody's like, man, Dragon Ball is like the pinnacle of storytelling.
well, I don't think
Right?
anybody's like that with 40K either.
Well,
Like
no,
I
they-
like 40K. It's
No,
got
they
it's got some storytelling flaws, definitely.
Yeah, the fact that they steal most of their stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah,
I've
but
really
who
enjoyed
doesn't?
most of the books I've read.
Talk
so
to
far.
Marvel about adamantium.
They're pretty upfront about it a lot of times too. Like the leader, like the Primarch of the Dark Angels, is named after a poet who wrote a poem called "The Dark Angel." Like they're not trying to sweep anything under the rug.
trying to remember
they're
what they-
definitely trying to they're
The
very
last book
upfront
I
about
read
it,
that
but-
something was named like I was like, really? It was like blatant ripoff. Like they didn't even change the name. But at any rate, when the Marines are
How about that AdMech aerial unit? Yes.
yeah, we
Yes.
haven't talked about that.
Dude, I'm
some people
so
really
excited
were,
for that.
They were really butthurt about that.
I don't see why. The thing
Dude,
looks
I,
incredible.
I guarantee
I
the
love
moves
it.
are going to be silly. Like just
I'm okay talking
900
about this
shots.
stuff.
They
We
all
should stop
hit.
talking about Star Wars so much.
It's got, dude. It's just
I like
it's just
stories
armed
a
to the
lot.
teeth with heavy stubbers. Like,
Yeah.
Is it heavy stubbers or is it the gun that the
heavy-
robots have?
I mean, they're.
It's gonna be the robot gun, right?
Well, there's. I mean, yeah, but the robot gun inherently isn't good. The thing that makes the robot gun good is, or the robots good, is that they get the double
mo-
shoot and that they have
more-
3 of those.
Well, the mortal wounds, not to mention.
Yeah, and the mortal wounds.
And they have robot guns.
Yeah,
They are robot guns.
What are their hands made out of though?
Metal.
Guns.
hey,
They're just gun
Their
hands?
hands are guns.
So they're gun hands.
Yeah,
so
they
that's
don't
what
have
they're-
fingers. They're guns.
So how do they eat?
They're
They're
robots.
robots.
They don't eat.
That doesn't mean they don't have to
They're
eat.
not replicants.
these are actual robots. These aren't robot people. These are just fucking robots.
Like they don't have a face.
Yeah, but-
like it's
What do they eat?
Batteries.
batteries is the right answer.
say shut up?
All right, I think we have.
Well, hang on. Let me finish my point. You jumped into
And
the
we're out of
fire.
time.
Let me.
Oh, okay.
We're
sorry.
done when I say we're done.
It's got a bunch of heavy stubbers.
No,
4
not
a.m.
that. I'm talking the Primarchs, right?
Oh, okay.
The human
Tim
elements
has
of
us
the
all locked in the
Primarchs
store.
make them more
Please help.
compelling, and then when you take
Holy
that
shit,
away,
that's a great question. How do they load their guns? If
Other
both
people
hands are
load them
guns?
for them.
But if everyone just has gun hands,
Tech priest.
Damn it, Matt.
we're out. All right. Goodbye.
We're gonna have the primer conversation next week.
I don't know why. I'm in the minority.
I mean, you are.
What do you think, Tony? I don't know if you asked or not.
we're still
About
live.
what?
About the
Yeah, we're still
Primarch.
there.
When you said we're done, I said down. Look at
I
the camera. I
didn't
said,
see enough.
Tim has us all locked in
we
the store.
done?
Please send
you didn't hear
help.
us talking about it over there with the mountain falling on the Primarch.
Kind of. We're still live. Should,
Oh,
should we not
okay.
be?
No, he folded.
I
don't
took
know.
I took my mic. I'm done.
Okay. Well.
All right, guys. Well,
Bye.
thank everyone for joining us. It was a great episode.
Pew pew.
Tim's is ready to
Robots.
be done.
Next week it's just me.
This is good. Gonna be alone.
You agreed with